The Plectranthus comes in silver and dark. This is for shade. Vines that you want in your basket for shade. There's an upright one. That was new last year, Velvet Elvis. But that would, if you wanted a thriller in your basket. And this is if you did Cupfia. It's more of a wispy, bad face flower. It's got orange and purple. That would look nice using petunias or geranium, something.
Good for hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds like that. This white euphorbia, remember we always use that for your fillers. It's nice and lacy. It can take some shade, so you can use it in shade. Bacopa, there's the double Bacopa, the single Bacopa. The petunias, they're a good old, they fill, and most of these here fill in, they don't trail. That's why we use things that trail, like Sun Patience, geraniums. There's some red geraniums, and they don't have to be red. There's some pink ones. For your big fillers, you could use geranium, Sun Patience for sun. For shade, you would be using fuchsias, and they're just starting to bud up. We've got lots of different colored fuchsias. That would make a nice filler in your basket for the shade. I've got begonias, some Rieger pink begonias. There's some red ones, some orange ones. The double impatience for shade could be a nice filler. I have it in red, purple, and orange. And
Sweet potato vine.
Sweet potato vine is a nice vine for people that mostly for sun, but there's the Marguerite, the yellow one. There's Blackie, the dark one. There's the Ace of Spades that looks like the dark, but it's got the heart-shaped leaves. That trails in your basket. That's something good. Dichondra is a white vining for sun. If you wanted some, these petunias were last year. That was that Petcoa, the cross between a petunia and a Cali. So they don't trail, but they would fill in your basket and mound it. If you have a shady basket, remember the variegated German ivy. The green German ivy is good. We've used the foliage of alternantha for a thriller in the middle. There's a dark one and a bright one. That's kind of a sunshade basket to use in that basket. We show agaranthemum daisies, but those do get kind of big in your basket. So if you just want a few fillers, that would be it. Streptocarpella is a shade-loving purplish blue flower. That would go good with Sun Patience, fuchsias. You could mix that with your baskets for shade. The red Cali, this one is a little more trailing. It's some people have used them in slight shade. They do better in sun, but you can mix them in your shade baskets.
And what other colors do you have?
We have them in yellow, blue, orange,
White,
white,
purple,
a purple,
pink, like a neon pink.
a neon pink, yes. Here is lantana. If you have a hot sunny basket, it's the year of the lantana in the garden world. They always pick that favorite flower they want to celebrate, and it's lantana this year. It's got a lot of space for the hummingbirds to land in the flowers, so if you want to bring some hummingbirds to your yard, lantana is good. So if you have a sun basket, your 4 big plants, usually I use geraniums, and here's a hot rose, hot pink, there's a light pink, there's red, The Crimson Flame and Lavender Flame are right here. Those make a nice filler in your basket. There's the red one. Okay, this is all basket items for shade. I've got the Sun Patient with variegation. That would bring out the color. Fuchsia in here, a blue lobelia, and I could still add vines. This Sun Patient is a white flower and the fuchsia's red, so I contrasted red and white in this basket. For double red impatiens, fuchsias, and blue lobelia. So this is, and it has Tahitian bridal veil, the vine that I can give you to stick in because we root really well. And it also has that Lophosporum ready to bloom off the side. Here's another shade basket in a different type of basket. I've used different Sun Patients, mixed it with the trailing coleus. Here you've got the white euphorbia coming through to kind of fill in there, and fuchsias are trailing in this one. So these are shade basket that you can use. Coral Sun Patients, that new verbena. It's got some petunias. I'm not sure what color, but I could have contrasted it with purple petunias. It's got the yellow trailing Lysomachia that's going on the side. Geraniums, Sun Patients for the sun. So this one can be for the sun. That's one nice thing about Sun Patients. They like it in shade, but they can tolerate a little bit more sun, but not the really hot sun. It's got a little petunia in it, the lovey-dovey it's called, so that's a two-tone. And the geranium I have here is Crimson Flame. It's a brighter geranium.
This basket has petunias, the orange black-eyed Susan vine, the annual of the year lantana, a small yellow flowering trailer called Mecardonia. So that's going to be in yellow and orange colors.
Polka dot plant last year in shade baskets, but if you have it on the back side of a sun basket, pinks and reds and whites, and they will trail over in your basket, so it's more of a vine. And baskets, don't forget the licorice vine. It's in silver, and this one's variegated, and it fills in and trails over in your basket and looks really well for sun. I wouldn't put it in the shade one, but that is a good one to use. I know you really miss coming to the class and the camaraderie of your family and friends and bringing friends to make one, but I'll do my best to make your basket how you want it. Give me some suggestions, your colors, your things you used last year, what might be fun to have in this year. I have the basket line ready to hang your baskets. I know not everybody could do it this year for the time, but just think of the flowers as cheering you up and making the time go, and you can be enjoying them at your home. I always miss showing my new fashions, and I did get some new boots for this season, and I wanted to show everybody in the class. So take a look. I am dressed to the hilt here, so hopefully later in the season you can come out and see us.